everybody, and welcome to Alexi React. And today, I'm gonna react to another episode of Pinkie Tales, and the third episode is called The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Rariwolf. Now, if you follow me for a while, you know that I love the work of Magpiepony and all her crew. I mean, I love the jokes, I love the theme, I love the the scripts, and I love the voice acting. Every single voice actors that play and their stuff, always awesome. So yeah, I really wonder what was gonna happen in this one. I mean, yes, the Three Pigs, but from what I've seen from the previous Pinkie Tales, that was like a deviation, you know, our own twist from the story, which is always interesting. So I'm really wondering what's gonna take this. So hey, like Pinkie Pie said, enough chit chat, time we skin deal. Let's start this video. 3, 2, 1. Pinkie Tales.
Pinkie Tales. The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad
Rariwolf. So I guess the wolf is gonna be Rarity.
Poundin' Pumpkin, time for another story. This one's all about cute little animals. Once upon a time.
In a little farm on the outskirts of town, there lived a mother pig and her 3 little piglets. Born and raised in captivity,
So
the
adorable.
little piglets knew nothing of the outside world, though each of them wished to explore it. When they had come of age, they bade their mother farewell and ventured into the unknown. The youngest pig was called
Look at
Rainbow
them.
Pig.
No.
Even they are pig,
What
they're
do you mean,
awesome.
Is that really the best you can do? Rainbow Pig. I mean, obviously we know it's supposed to be a pun on Rainbow Dash, but you could be a little more original, you know.
All right.
Okay, like what?
How about Rain Swine Dash?
Nope.
Rainbow Hog?
Nope.
Piggy Dash?
Oh, no.
Well, how about you suggest something?
Piggy Dash.
Oh, I have no idea. It's a shame her name isn't easy to pun like mine is.
Oh, really? And what is your pig name? Pinkie Pig?
Oh, silly. Oinky Pie.
Of course it is. Well, if you have no further suggestions, I guess that means Rainbow Pig will have to stay.
Wait, I got it. Swinebone Dash.
Swinebow Dash?
Ew, it sounds weird when you say it. Rainbow Pig it is.
The youngest pig was called Rainbow Pig, and she longed for
Pig
adventure.
can fly.
The middle
You can
pig
see
was
it.
called Apple Hog, and she sought her fortune. The eldest pig was called Sparkle Swine,
I love the
and
design,
she wanted
seriously.
knowledge.
What about me?
You're not in this story, Pinkie Pie.
Oinky Pie. And what do you mean I'm not in this story?
Oinky
I wasn't in the last one either. And my name is the perfect pun for a pig, and I'm pink just like pigs are. You have to let me in this story.
Pinkie,
Oinky.
Oinky, we're moving on with the story, and if you don't stop interrupting, I'm going to send you back to the bad Pinkie corner.
Not that.
Oh.
Anything but that.
Does this mean you're going to be quiet? Good. When the 3 little pigs had traveled a great distance into the forest, they grew weary and decided it was time to build their homes. Rainbow Pig was the first of the trio to spot the building materials she desired.
I'm going to build my house of cloud. Of that,
Okay.
I can be proud.
Cloud? Why cloud?
Do you really have to ask? It's such a simple task. I can't work all day. I want to play. There's a lot in this world to see. I traveled here because I want to be free. You two can spend your time as you please, but building my house is a breeze.
Did I just hear you rhyme? Do we have to do that all the time? Pony feathers, I did it too. Please tell me this can't be true.
Rainbow Pig, don't fool around. Danger is sure to be abound. A big bad rariwolf is near. If you see her, you must run in fear. She terrorizes the forest animals too. What if she happens upon you?
Wait
Oh,
a
that
minute.
right.
I don't understand. How and when did you hear about this rariwolf? We lived on a secluded farm and traveled this distance together.
Huh?
We don't know what you're saying. I'm afraid it's very dismaying.
Oh, right. It has to be a rhyme. The wolf that you spoke of sounds frightening, but
Okay.
How did you
Okay,
know
I see the
that?
setting.
I need some enlightening. Yeah, that rhymes.
Give it a rest, Sparkle Swine. You worry too much. I'll be fine. Do I even look like I'm scared? If that wolf comes, I'll be prepared. The housemaid of Cloud is sure to last. Not to mention, I can make it really fast. You two can go on your way. I'm gonna finish first and play.
Rainbow Pig said, wandering away from her sisters to begin the building of her cloud house.
But that's clever.
The two remaining pigs walked along the path together
the
until they happened upon some apple trees.
There sure are a lot of apples in these stories. I know I'm from the apple family, but I'm not opposed to some change now and again. But that's not how the story goes, I suppose. Hey, Sparkle Swine! See those apples and sticks? I bet for a house they'd make a good mix! Maybe I should build my home here. Then I won't have to live in fear, you know, of the wolf.
But Applehog, the sticks alone won't provide you protection. I implore you to make a different selection. It may seem like a good idea now, but what if the wolf's on the prowl? Don't you know what wolves like to eat? A plump little pig is their treat.
When I was a wolf, I only ate apples. Huh. But maybe this one is different, like apples.
Rariwolf terrorizes all that she sees and can trap her prey with such ease.
Apples.
Where in the hay are you getting your information? It's like you're an all-knowing train station. I don't know. I can't run for apple's sake.
I can see that I can't change your mind. My advice you have surely declined. I can only hope you'll be safe and sound, if the wolf ever comes around. If you need me, I'll be just down the way, busily working all day.
Sparkle Swine said.
She's good with the rhyming, though.
Searching for the right material to build a sturdy home.
That still doesn't answer my question. If you don't, I'm gonna get indigestion. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Pig
exactly.
spent a mere hour shaping her home from Cloud. Everything from the sink to the bed was crafted in Cloud material. Even the welcome mat that was too light to rest on the forest floor and hovered instead near the Cloud door.
Did you do that on purpose?
Do what on purpose?
Yeah, exactly.
Right there. Floor and door.
It was just a coincidence, Pinkie.
Does it spread? Am I gonna have to start rhyming all the time too? What if I can't think of anything that rhymes with gummy? Tummy. Yummy. Never mind, I can work with that.
Applehog spent a little more time on the construction of her home. She gathered all the materials she needed from the forest floor and had built 4 walls with a roof from the twigs and sticks she found. She used the apples from these trees to hold the house together as a paste and as a foundation. Sparkle Swine had finally settled on brick and concrete paste for her home. And though it took the longest to build, she was sure it was going to be safe and sturdy against the wolf and any other kind of danger that would be lurking in the woods. A few days went by,
oh my God,
and life seemed good for the 3 pig sisters. That was until the Big Bad Rariwolf had found them. She was passing through the wood and stopped with a gasp. She gazed in horror at the little cloud house before her.
This is so uncouth.
It's terrible! Simply dreadful!
Rariwolf cried, circling around the cloud cottage and becoming increasingly upset as she did so.
What in the very forest have I stumbled upon? Oh dear, is this a house made of cloud? Who makes a house out of cloud? All of the fabulous things in this forest. Jewels, for example. She chose the unstable state of water as a gaseous formation. Absurd! Why?
It's just
Why
absurd.
is there a chimney? Good heavens! If she tried to cook something, the entire thing would rain. It's not even touching the ground. How is she even in there? She's a pig, not a pigeon. Is that supposed to be some kind of attempt at architectural design? It's not symmetrical. What is that little?
That reminds me so much of the kid
at all.
from
No.
Soul Eater.
Not let this be. I'm going to have a stern talking to the owner about this disaster she deems suitable living quarters.
It's not
Werewolf
symmetrical.
huffed to herself and tapped gently on the door. However, when she did so, her paw went straight through the door instead.
Oh, for Celestia's sake!
She grumbled, then composed herself, calling out for Rainbow Pig.
Little pig, might I come in?
Werewolf's request startled Rainbow Pig, who had been sleeping on a little cloud bed inside.
I can
She
help to
peeked
think
out the
about
window
my,
and trembled when she saw the wolf.
The pig that you seek is no longer here. Maybe you can come back and try again next year.
Next year? Don't be ridiculous, darling. This atrocity must be dealt with immediately. I may be a wolf, but I have standards, you know. In case you haven't noticed, this isn't no stereotypical forest. I work very hard on keeping it fabulous and fairy tale themed. Now, seeing as you are a pig and so clearly lack the intelligence to create something that isn't sloppy, I'm willing to give you another chance. You can't help it, darling. It's genetic. Let me in and we can go over some proper stereotypical forest homes. How do you feel about foreboding caves and large mystical-looking hollow trees?
You can't fool me. You're just a hungry beast. If I let you in here, you would just make me your feast.
But she can't go through the wall.
Beast?
All you wolves are the same. You're just a big pain. You're loathsome and fearsome, ugly and vain.
Werewolf's eyes watered, and her lower lip quivered, until all at once she burst into tears and let out a loud, howling cry and a great gust of wind.
Doesn't find me beautiful.
The force of the howl shook the leaves on the trees and even caused the ground to quake. Rainbow Pig's cloud was swept away, leaving nothing but the little pig herself, sitting in the open forest.
Really? It's a crying instead of puppy.
It clashes with my fur.
With each new howl, Rainbow Pig slid across the forest floor, trying in vain to resist the force of Werewolf's huffing and puffing. When Werewolf finally stopped, Rainbow Pig ran as fast as her little pig legs were able toward her sister Applehog's house.
Well done.
Here at once! I demand an apology!
Werewolf said, pursuing Rainbow Pig angrily. Rainbow Pig squealed in terror and didn't stop until she reached the apple twig house. She knocked frantically at the door, saying,
Applehog, the wolf! She's behind me, moving fast! Please let me in so I'll be safe from her at last!
Applehog hurriedly unlocked her door and let her sister inside. By the time Werewolf arrived, the door was already shut and locked. She growled out of breath and still somehow managed another gasp of horror.
What
apples.
even is this? Is this house made of apples and twigs? How disgustingly uncouth! Those apples will rot, the walls will crumble. Not to mention it will attract all sorts of icky little creatures. And what is this?
Yeah, that was singing with the flies.
In there. Look, I could reach my paw in if you so desired. This is dreadful. Little pigs, I demand you allow me inside your
shack?
pig hut at once. Do you hear me? Let me in!
Not by the hair on their chins!
Wait a moment. Are you saying there is hair on your chins? Oh, my Celestia, I need a fainting couch.
You got a problem with that?
From somewhere unknown, a little wolf appeared, struggling, as he pulled with him a rather elaborate-looking couch to where Werewolf was standing. She positioned herself, then resumed her dramatic faint, sprawling her body on the couch with a paw to her head. The little wolf smiled and opened his mouth to speak, but Werewolf put a paw on his mouth to stop him.
No, dear. This is my scene and I refuse to share it. There are no lines for you here. Go away until I need you again.
The little
I
wolf
love
frowned
you, Spike.
and quietly disappeared back into the forest.
I'm joking, okay?
From inside the twig house, Rainbow Pig clung to the back of Applehog's leg, shaking in fear. Applehog, on the other hoof, seemed relaxed, if not a bit annoyed.
Well, excuse me, Miss Wolf, for not designing my makeshift home to your specifications.
My specifications? Take a look around, you uncultured swine. How many homes do you see using apples?
It's our house.
Walls?
I think that means I get points for creativity. I don't need no big bad wolf telling me about apples.
What did you call me?
I called you exactly what you are. A big, bad wolf.
Some kind of fat joke?
I think we know who has the bigger flank here.
Oh boy.
You are finished!
Rariwolf screamed, letting out a strong gust of breath as she did so. The twig hut swayed, and some of the apples holding it together came loose.
Oh no, not again! She did this to me! Soon this apple hut will be nothing but debris!
No pig calls me fat!
Rariwolf declared with another breathy wind. Applehog and Rainbow Pig screamed as the apple twig house was blown to pieces. Standing in front of the frightened
Oh my
bear,
god.
Rariwolf's
She's crazy.
mane was in tatters, as was her fur and tail. The rage clearly stamped on her face, and there was a certain glint of danger in her eyes.
I think it's best we run now.
What do we do? I can't understand you!
But you can understand her just fine without a freaking rhyme. Take a hint, let us sprint. Hey, that wasn't too bad.
Applehog and Rainbow Pig hurried along the path toward Sparkle Swine's brick house. They knocked frantically at her door, begging to be let inside.
Sparkle Swine, let us in. There's a mad wolf on the loose. If you don't hurry up, she'll get our caboose.
A mad wolf, you say? Quick, get inside. I have just the place where you two can hide.
Sparkle Swine
Man,
said,
really good
ushering
with
her
the
sisters
rhymes,
inside
seriously.
before Rariwolf could reach them. Unlike before, Rariwolf was
Oh my
not hot
God.
on their trail. Instead, she was lounging on her fainting couch, while Little Wolf struggled to pull her along the dirt path to the third pig's house. Once they had arrived, she patted the little wolf on the head and cut him off before he could say a word.
Yes, yes. You are wonderful to help me. Now perhaps you could be so kind to fetch me an oatmeal shake.
Little Wolf smiled and nodded, disappearing again out of sight.
And what horrendous architectural work must I endure this time?
Rariwolf said, inspecting the brick house curiously. She blinked a few times and wandered around the house, taking in all its little details.
Proper foundation, solid walls, appropriately placed windows. Ooh, this is an improvement after all. I simply love the little window boxes. The bird feeder is a nice touch. The roof shingles are laid properly. The chimney looks clean and appropriately sized. I love the white trim on the windowsills. Everything is perfectly aligned. I've never seen such attention to detail. Oh my, yes, this is a wonderful house. It's a shame it's not stereotypically fairy tale designed, so it's going to have to go. Pity.
Rariwolf approached the door of the brick house and knocked.
Hooray!
Little pigs, let me come in. But please do not talk about unsightly chin hair.
Away with you, Wolf!
It keeps
You have
reminding
no
me of The
place
Shining.
here.
Sorry.
You will not
the first
run
thing that
away
co-
in fear. This brick
Come in my
dwelling
mind.
I made was built to be strong. I think it's best that you move along.
Listen here, little piglet. I am not going to play games. I demand and deserve apologies from your two rude swine siblings for their brutish behavior. Now, I can appreciate this charming little
You
house
want
you
to
have
destroy
built.
the house!
It simply does not fit the theme of the forest, now does it? Either you let me in or I will huff and puff and float away!
You should apologize to us. You're the one who is making a fuss. You destroyed our homes and drove us inside. No matter what you say, we're just going to hide.
Rariwolf growled, knowing
makes
she couldn't
sense.
change their minds. She didn't want to do things the hard way, but these unreasonable pigs weren't cooperating. Rariwolf sucked in a breath and then let it all loose as a great howling won.
Do you think it's easy being a fashion-conscious wolf? No! And no matter what I try, I can't seem to match anything properly with my fur, not to mention the fact that it's up to me to make sure everything else looks nice. And it did! Before you, little pig, taste in your ridiculous roar!
At least I'm not the
No
only
offense
one
for
who
the
doesn't
voice
get the
actress.
rhyming.
Okay.
Rariwolf was starting to run out of breath. She panted and stared unbelievingly at the brick house, which remained strong and unmoved.
Your huffing and puffing will get you nowhere. This brick cannot topple. I build it with care. Take your bad deeds and villainous ways and leave us alone for the rest of our days.
Villainous ways? What are you talking about? I've never harmed a creature in my life!
Don't listen to her. She's totally capable
The
of
pig, what are you doing?
Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie, I know you're in there. Pinkie Pie? Oh, right. Oinkie Pie?
Yes?
What are you doing? Have you been the one telling them stories about Rariwolf?
Maybe?
But none of them are true. Do you realize what you've been doing?
What kind of story is the 3 little pigs and the nice wolf? That's not entertaining. I'm just making things a little more fun.
What? But now the pigs hate her, and 2 of the houses have been destroyed. How is that fun?
I've read the story. I know how this goes. Now comes the part where she climbs down the chimney and burns her flank in the boiling water and runs off, never to be seen again.
Not anymore, she doesn't. I'm very disappointed in you, Oinkie Pie. I think it's time you learned your lesson in spreading lies about some pony else. Sparkleswine turned to their new acquaintance, Oinkie Pie, and gave her a stern glare.
Oinkie Pie, what you've done is terribly rude. I think it's been you who started this feud. You told me your lies until I believed. I must say this makes me terribly peeved.
Wait, are you saying it's been Oinkie Pie that started this mess? Why doesn't this surprise me?
Lies? What lies? You're saying it's not true? All those terrible things you said the wolf can do?
You see, I'm just trying to make the story more fun, you know? It's not fun at all if the wolf is nice all the time.
Don't you think maybe we should apologize to Rariwolf?
Huh?
Oh, come on! You can understand Rariwolf and Uncle Pie when they don't rhyme, but not me!
While the pig squabbled inside, Rariwolf fell back on her fainting couch, trying to catch her breath after her failed attempt to breach the brick dwelling. She was surprised when the door suddenly flung open, and a pig she didn't recognize was launched out, soaring through the sky before crash landing in a tree nearby.
Well, that was unexpected.
Werewolf, it seems we may have been wrong. We've just learned that we've been deceived all along. Some pig had told lies to make you sound scary. And come to find out, you're simply ordinary.
What?
What she means is we heard some bad things about you from some pig we didn't know, and come to find out that they weren't all that true. What rhymes with no? Let's see, go, slow, grow.
Can we start over? Let's try this once more. Please do come inside, we humbly implore.
So after a long afternoon of apologies and planning, Rariwolf and the 3 pigs finally came to an understanding with each other. An agreement was reached that satisfied both the pigs' needs for shelter and the wolf's preference for properly themed property. The 3 little pigs learned not to trust the word of a stranger, especially one as bubbly and out of place as Oinkie Pie. Rariwolf learned nothing. Her assumption that pigs are gullible and unreasonable proved once again to be true. We can all thank
don't trust people that wear pink.
that one. And they all lived happily ever after. Except for Oinkie, who's still grounded in the bad Oinkie corner.
But the story is over.
No, I don't, Oinkie, I don't care. You're staying in the corner. Oinkie, no. Oinkie, you know what? Screw it. Pinkie, no. Pinkie, you're staying in that corner. Pinkie!
The end. Aw, aren't they so cute? Good night, Pound and Pumpkin. And I hope to see you all next time for some more Pinkie Tales.
Yay! I of course, I want to see more Pinkie Tales. That was awesome. And everyone, all the voice actors and actresses. Well, I'm pretty much sure they saw Thundershine. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's all the females cast. Sorry, I'm kind of tired. Anyway, my point is that was an awesome job for every voice actors. It doesn't just sound like you're the character. You feel like the character, like you are the character. This is why it's so awesome about the voice acting. I mean, even the narrator at the end, which is like just calling Pinkie Pie, was like, it was so believable, it's unexpected. So that was really, really, really good. And yeah, even Rarity. I mean, if you follow me for a while, you'll know that Rarity is my least favorite. So sometimes she's kind of, getting on my nerve, so that the voice actress was able to get on my nerve, but not because she's doing a bad performance, but exactly the opposite. She's doing such a good performance that it feels like Rarity, and I'm like, yeah, and really awesome. I can say the same for everyone, And I love the jokes too, the script and all it's played. I mean, of course it's the fairy tale that everybody knows, and but still the way that they do it is like reshaping it a bit, some elements to make it more, to make it their own, And with the taste of Magpiepony, it's just so freaking well done. Just so freaking well done. I love all the end, man. Like, Rarity that started to cry, and it's because of that the house is getting crushed. That was clever. That was clever. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I guess I pretty much said all I wanted to say. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as I did. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.